What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? It's Matt, Sebastian, Sean, and James. Team United bringing you the 22 Eurovision jury results, and we already had a lot of countries. You can check them all out that we have done so far. Just a few more to go. Next up on our list is Slovenia. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about it, then share our own personal individual scores, and then at the very end, give you the combined team results. How does that sound? Let's talk about this again. Slovenia, they had a national final, and in the end, they had LPS winning the whole national final with the song Disko. And as you can imagine, not a surprise, it's disco sound. The question is, are we jiving with it, or did it miss the mark? We're here to find out. Let's talk about it. Sean, where do you land?
Well, here was me thinking that Germany was the only country with the wild card god complex and sending the right upstarts to Eurovision, and yet here we are, LPS, all the way from EMA Fresh, all the way through to Eurovision. It's quite a story, just fresh out of school. I like these guys, you know. They're sort of a little bit wet behind the ears, so I'm sure a lot of this is, hitting them quite quickly, but you know, I just like their vibe. I think they're sort of taking this in their stride, and they've got the right sort of attitude to this. I love a lot about this entry. There's a lot that I'm kind of missing with it as well, unfortunately, but it's got a really cool vibe. You know, it's almost like a sort of mix of Slovenian language pop with sort of, you know, Japanese city pop 80s inspired sounds. It's a really cool mix, and I think it's maybe not the most bold or brash of songs to stand out in a crowd of entries, but it's a really enjoyable 3 minutes, and I love the way that they slow it down during the bridge and then build it right back up again, and just the way that they almost very amateurly perform this is quite endearing as well. I'm sure they're going to grow as artists, but yeah, it's not the strongest song in the world, but there's a lot to like here.
Right. Okay. We got that one, and Sebastian.
Last Slice Pizza, because this is the full name of their band. They are doing very well. I believe they are still trying to polish their craft by performing at Eurovision Song Contest, like Sean said, from Emma Fresh to the winning it. Huge story. And I dig lots of things in this entry. First of all, they are singing in their own language, which is pretty rare for the Eurovision Song Contest in this case. Second of all, these lyrics are much more clever and intelligent than lots of people can think about it. This is a really cool observation of the situation happened from different angles, which makes me really interested about this at all. And of course, as Sean said, because he's a clever man, lots of different things in melodic layer, because this is a lot of changes up, slowing down, growing up, making fast, making slow. It makes this really interesting proposition, as I said before. So hopefully it's gonna be some interesting tweak in their staging. It's not gonna be the same as we saw on the pre-selection final, but hey, let's see how it goes. But for me, they have a soft spot on my heart. They are doing very well for their age. Really cool band.
All right. Let me get it out of the way here real quick. So Slovenia, I apologize in advance. It may not be the most favorable review coming from me on this one, so I'm just putting that out there right away. Disclaimer, I got to be consistent, though, because if you watch my other videos that I've done on the reaction of those, I did mention that, well, when LPS, well, obviously this is a filler. There's no way that this is going to win, and here we are. I should never, ever make a prediction like that. But then I also forgot it's Slovenia, and they're always feels like you never know. They always just pick something you would never, ever see coming, like they pick it out of a hat, a name or something like that. The reason why I'm struggling with it seems more of a bad cliche, what disco music would sound like. And it's thrown into this, and the band decided, you know what would be really clever and unique? If we call this disco. No one would ever think of this. And it's odd to me. But I agree, these guys are they seem like really nice lads, and I wish them nothing but the best. And actually, one thing that made me is one listen to is if they have other music out there for me to check out, because I was interested in them. But I'm afraid this year, when it comes to my personal taste, Slovenia just completely missed the mark. And unless you create Gloria Gaynor 2.0 version, don't touch Disko. I just, like, that kind of, it just doesn't work for me. And there are only like 3 songs this year where I feel the urge to hit the skip button. Unfortunately, Disko is one of those 3, and very difficult for me to get into it. Very, very difficult. That's unfortunate, but that's sometimes how it goes. James.
I do have to admire these lads, because when I was their age and, I was playing in a band with my friends, all I was concerned about was how to play Sweet Child of Mine while trying to balance a cigarette in my mouth.
Priorities.
Yeah. So obviously these guys are very focused, and they don't care about image at all. They don't care that they come off as nerdy, with their city pop sound, with a song that sounds like it would be theme song to an indie game like Coffee Talk, for instance. I don't know if anyone out there's ever played that wacky game. But yeah, no, I really dig the vibes of this one. I like this sort of retro, clean, crisp feel, but from a time and a place that is not Slovenia. Sean and I both mentioned before, it's very city pop. It sounds, if you're familiar with that Japanese subgenre from the 1980s, it's quite endearing if you give that some time to listen to. I really do like the music video that they came out with recently. I think it matches the song to a T. Their relative lack of maturity, as well as tying it in with sort of the city pop thing, which often used a lot of cartoons for their videos. So I'm really hopeful that gets introduced, those elements get introduced into a live staging.
Interesting. All right. So I might be overruled here, I guess, based on the comments, but let's find out. Let's see. Sean, what's your score for Disko?
Probably a little bit harsh again, unfortunately. I gave this a 6. It's bold. It's a bold choice, but I kind of wish it was bolder, There's a lot to like here, and I think the guys are great. I just kind of wish it had more of an oomph to it for me. But I'm pleased that it's in the selection of the 40 songs we've got this year.
All right. Sebastian.
LPS don't need to be the Bee Gees to make you hit the dance floor, wear your glasses and have fun. So for me, huge appreciation for Slovenia this year, 7 points.
Okay. I will be cheering for Slovenia if they qualify, and I have nothing but love for the guys and everybody else who loves the song. I just won't play the song, and that's just all is to it. Unfortunately, it's a 3.5 from me. I know, it's like rare, but
I didn't know you could go that low with your rankings.
I know. I just...
Where is Real Matt?
Yes, we all have that song, right? And unfortunately, Slovenia this year, that's for me, but hey. James.
All right. Now, when you, Matt and Sean, are in Turin, take these lads out for a beer to a club. Try
and apologize for my score.
No. You apologize by bigging them up and trying to get them laid, basically. Get them drunk. Just show them the life of a rock star. Because nerdy city pop band, they need to know what it's like to live the rock star lifestyle. So, all right, where the hell was I going with this point? 8.
Who knows? All right. Yeah, I'm certainly based on this. I have been overruled, but the 4 of us, we're not alone. We got plenty of others on our team who also voted, and I combined those results, removed the highest and lowest score, and came up with an average. So Slovenia's score overall from Team United is 5.86. 5.86 for Slovenia. I'm watching everyone's face. Very little reaction from anyone. So I assume either it's hidden disappointment or just acceptance. I would have been surprised personally if it would have made it past the 6-point mark. So I'm not shocked. Sean, you were kind of waving back and forth. You kind of thought that was going to happen.
It's a difficult one because obviously I only gave it 6, so it's kind of close to my score, but at the same time it feels a little bit harsh, from an average point of view. I would have thought at least a few more people would have enjoyed this. I probably would rank it a little bit higher, possibly more towards Sebastian's score. If I was to vote again now. I think it's going to be a little bit of a grower for people, and I think when it gets to Turin, it's going to be a nice little break from all of the over-the-top, super polished sort of performances. I think the guys just have to play on their qualities of endearment and see if it gets through for them.
Yeah. And I actually have this one, even though I currently don't have it as a qualifier, I would not be shocked, regardless of what I may think about, because there could be a hidden treasure there to some people. So this is certainly on my radar. It's just not for me, I guess. And that's just how the cookie crumbles. How do y'all feel? Are you more like, Matt, you got it? Or am I, oh my God, you cray. Everybody else is right. Whatever it is, leave your thoughts below in the comment section. I'm going to show you the scoreboard right here, right now. I see you in the next video.